Taurus, and welcome to your mid-June 2021 reading. In this reading, we are going to go over what we talked about in the all signs reading. The all signs reading, every single sign is mentioned in there, and it also talks about collectively what we're going to be dealing with. What came up in that reading was that we are all in the beginning of a new romantic cycle, and whether that's the romance that we already have, one that's coming in, or one we don't even know about yet. And so we're going to dive into that a little bit more for the mid-month reading. We only have about, a week and a half left of Mercury retrograde before it starts to get lighter and lighter to June. But the really intense stuff is only a week and a half left. So congratulations, you made it thus far. Today we're going to look into your energy of the sun, moon, and rising signs of the Taurus collective. Remember that these energies can be reversed. What that means is that if you're listening to this reading and go, that doesn't sound like me, that sounds like my person, or that doesn't sound like my person, that sounds like me. God is going to play out these different experiences in your life in so many ways. So it's up to you to kind of listen to the messages that resonate with you and take them into your life and utilize them however you want to. These messages are timeless, so if you're brought to this reading, this channel, it doesn't matter when you were brought here. That is when it is meant for you. So it could be a year from now. If you're listening to this and you're like, hey, that's like going on in my life right now. Well, God does that. He leads us to things when we're ready for it. If this reading does not resonate with you, it just means I'm not picking up on your specific energy at this time. That happens to me sometimes when I listen to my favorite readers and they don't pick up on my energy. I don't take offense to it. I just go, okay, well, I'll go find a different reader. That's perfectly fine, and come back another time and see if maybe we resonate with each other at another time. If you like this reading or are entertained in some way, don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. This way you get notified as soon as I post something new. I want to say thank you to the new people that are here checking out my channel. If you'd like to subscribe to a channel, I'd appreciate it if it was mine. That way we can keep in contact with each other. I want to thank the people who've already subscribed and helped me grow this channel to 500 subscribers. I really appreciate that. I am looking at going into 1,000 subscribers so I can get my channel monetized on YouTube, and that way that will continue to keep me motivated to read messages. Comments motivate me, and text messages from my friends and emails, and likes and shares and all of those wonderful things motivate me to continue. Because when I don't hear from you, then I have no idea if I'm even hearing the messages correctly or not. Sometimes people are like, oh my gosh, you are so right, and I have to correct them and say, it's not me. It's your guides, and I'm just listening. I'm not actually doing anything. So but I'm happy to be a channel and to be a conduit for whatever you need to hear that helps you move on your journey. I'm only accepting the highest and best truth for the Taurus Collective's highest and best good, bringing forth the most accurate answers. We'll do one more shuffle, and then I'm going to do a 5-card spread. The 5-card spread is going to look into the past, the present, the hidden, the advice, and the outcome. I'm going to do one card of each, and if I need to pull any more cards, I will. All right. What do we have for the Taurus Collective? Ooh, we have a beautiful overall energy of the Empress, and there's no gender to the card, so it's just the energy of the Empress, and we'll talk about it in a second. All right, so what happened in the all signs reading is we learned that these 3 cards came up for the entire collective, so all of us. Every single one of us are dealing with some sort of combination of this. And so what it's saying is, we're all dealing with some kind of separated love. Now, separation could look of 3 ways. 1, you are not physically in touch with someone, like you guys are far apart. 2, you're in a relationship, but it's not emotionally connected, so there's emotional separation. Or 3, you've never even met this person that's coming into your life, and so you guys are separated because you just haven't met yet. Okay. Now, what it's saying is that when this couple comes together, it's going to be very, very passionate. So I wanted to dive into that and see, well, what does that mean? What does passionate mean for people who are already in a relationship, for people who are separated from someone, or people who have never even met that person? I wanted to dive in deeper. And the last bit is this could be the one. This is a very significant relationship, a soulmate. Some of you guys, it's your twin flame. It's very, very significant. So the relationship, and some relationships are significant because they help us with our advancement and our soul growth, okay? It's not always about love. Sometimes just it's about growing spiritually and growing as a person, okay? But let's see what comes out in the cards. What I do see is that you have the overall energy for the mid-month moving into July is going to be Empress energy. So you're still going to be feeling really, really good. This has been a great year for Taurus. I can't say that for all signs, but I can definitely say it for Taurus. You guys have had a beautiful, beautiful year thus far. And I mean, we have our ups and downs. Everybody does, right? But all in all, if you look at the last year, you felt pretty good in your skin. Like you felt pretty awesome. And that's great. And you're going to feel even better. The Empress energy is probably one of the best energetic cards. Everybody wants it. She is magnificent. She is somebody that could take anybody's man if she wanted to. She doesn't want to. She's so confident within herself that she doesn't need outside validation. So she's not looking for outside validation. She's just looking to be happy within herself, validate herself, love herself. She's very confident in who she is. It's just it's a wonderful, beautiful card to have, Taurus. I'm really, really excited for you. Okay, so let's look at the love that is surrounding this relationship. In the past, we have this. I'm going to be reading 3 cards upside down. The first one is the Page of Wands. And the Page of Wands is in the past, there was not good communication in the relationship. You didn't feel like you could trust the relationship, trust this person. Now, this could also be a relationship. I'm hearing 2 different scenarios. The first one is some of you guys are getting this separation is with this person that you do truly love, and maybe we're going to be moving into the direction of you guys getting back together. This isn't necessarily the case for everyone. This is there's some people who are in such a horrific relationship that they're not going back to that person, but the relationship that's creating this beautiful, passionate, could be the one relationship is because of this relationship had helped you make so many decisions about what you want in your life. And so I'm hearing that. For some of you guys, this relationship you're not going back to. For some of you guys, this is the relationship that's healing. So there's a lot of people in the Taurus collective for me to be able to touch everybody, okay? But let's talk about this. So in the relationship that maybe made you decide what you want is there was no communication. It wasn't very good. You couldn't trust each other, or you couldn't trust them. The offers of love sucked. I mean, it just was not what you wanted. You felt like you didn't check this person out enough before you dated them or before you got married to them. Like you rushed into something, or maybe you thought they were something else than what they really were. And that was pretty crappy, right? You just felt like you could not really express yourself. You guys weren't very connected in the relationship emotionally, where there wasn't good chats amongst each other. You just didn't feel like it was what you were needing and wanting. Now, granted, this relationship gave you the opportunity to make decisions about what love is. So it was a very important relationship. It was a very important karmic step. Sorry, I was hearing that I needed to turn this card up. All right, so anyway, that's kind of the relationship, but the relationship that was helped you create what's coming in for you now, which is much more beautiful. You're in a great energy, and let's see what's coming for you, okay? All right, what's in the present is your talent is shining. You could be getting money news. You might be feeling very, very auspicious, means very lucky. You could be getting job offers. And this time you're checking the details in relationships. You're not just going for what feels good. It's like you're going to be a little bit more logical, although this isn't like the logical card. It's more of a grounded card. But you're more grounded about the situation. Like, okay, Don't go all up in the air. You know, you're using the Taurus energy of the earth, of your earth sign, of being grounded in creating this new relationship that you're wanting. This relationship will succeed. You're going to feel very good about it. It's going to be more new opportunity and maybe even some new money because of the relationship as well. So that's always good, right? So what's hidden? What's hidden is that you think that because of this other relationship, you feel like the new relationship that's coming in is deceptive. That's what you feel. You feel like this person could be lying to you. Oh, they couldn't think that great of me. I'm not that great. I'm not that wonderful. But that's the hidden energy, is that you're wrong. So whatever you think negatively about this relationship that's coming in for you, or the relationship that's getting stronger for you, or the relationship that's going to be physically like together again, is that you're think like, look how deceptive this card looks. Like, it looks like that person's like, you know what, for lack of better words, screw you, I'm taking my stuff and I'm leaving. Like, I don't need you. Like, that's the type of energy it is, right? And they're saying that that's wrong. I mean, look at the clouds. The clouds are even like ugly, right? So it's like, don't focus on the ugliness of the new relationship. If it feels good, it's probably good. Now you can still use the grounded. Well, let me check the details. Let me check my list and make sure that they're everything that I want before I just jump into something. That's fine too. But what they're saying is whatever you're seeing is wrong. You're not right about it. It is a good relationship. It's trustful. They do really love you. What they're saying, they're being honest. You've been manipulated in the past. Maybe you've had a narcissistic relationship that really made you fearful about this new relationship. But what they're saying is that you have such doubt, and your doubt is incorrect. That's what they're saying. Okay, so the advice of this is to transform your thoughts about love. So this is all, and a lot of us are transforming, and I'm wondering if you have a Cancer, and it could just be Cancer in their chart somewhere. It's not just their sun, moon, or rising. We're sun, moon, rising, Venus, Jupiter. I mean, we have so many signs that make us up. I mean, that's why everybody's so different. Like, you can find one Taurus and you're complete, like a friend Taurus, and you're kind of different from that person. It's because they have different other aspects in their chart. So Cancer, somebody who has a Cancer placement, or just Cancer energy all around, they're going through the same thing. They're transforming their thoughts about love, and you're transforming your thoughts about love. And it's not just about this person, but your thoughts about love in general, you know, because you felt so taken advantage of in this other relationship. And now you're seeing that love is so much more and so much different, and it is possible, and it is there. And so that's really cool, you know, because once you've been hurt by love, it's really easy just to kind of become hard-hearted, build up a wall and say, I'm never going to do that again. And then it's really difficult sometimes to connect again because somebody has hurt you so badly. But what I want you to do is understand that that was a karmic lesson, and karmic lessons come in so that we can learn more about ourselves and about love and about life and about being human. And to take a step back and realize that that's a one incident. And as long as you're healing the trauma around this person, and you're healing whatever came up in this relationship about not being able to trust and never having any good news, they were always the victim, and they were always, you know, there was always something going on. It was such a chaos. You know, there were chaos agents even, that you can say, well, this was one person out of the world, and whatever injuries I had within myself that attracted me to this ugliness, as long as you've worked on those injuries and that trauma, and you're doing the best you can, we're not perfect, but as long as you work on those, eventually when this person comes into your life again, you won't even recognize them. What happened is you had injuries, emotional injuries from childhood or whichever, and when this person came in, you didn't even recognize them because you were too busy attracting and vibrating with this person. Well, since you've done healing, and since you've been looking at yourself in a spiritual aspect, you're not attracting this type of person anymore. If this person walks by, you're going to be like, I don't even see you. I'm the Empress. I don't even see you. Who are you? Or you're just like, hi, how are you? Walking along. Ooh, you're hot. You know? That's how it is, right? So, yeah, like this person, you would just totally walk by this person because you're the Empress. Like, you could take anybody's man, but even if you're a woman, you could take anybody's woman, right? But you have the Empress energy, so you're walking by this other narcissistic energy and you just don't see them, feel them, taste them, touch them. They have no existence to you. It's kind of like if they were, you know, just a bug on the wall, whatever. Oh man, look at that bug on the wall. Gross. And then you just keep walking, right? And then you go, ooh, look at this hot dude or this hot woman. You're like, hey, and now you're attracting something that's more in line with you vibrationally, spiritually, more in your growth, okay? Because the Empress doesn't need a man like this, right? And the Empress, look at how much happiness is in this card opposed to the emotional turmoil. I've never seen it in that way, but blue is emotions. There's a lot of emotions in this relationship. And it was like fiery because there's the fiery stick right there, right? There's a lot of emotions. It was uncomfortable. This is happiness. This is beauty. And look at the Empress has happiness all around her. Is she going to attract the blue? No, because yellow and blue make green. No, I'm just kidding. No, because blue is not in her sphere of color. She's like, yeah, I'm looking for yellow. And so she's looking. Look at all this yellow. Ooh, hot guy, how are you? And he's like, hi, how are you? And his talent is shining and he's got some money. And she's like, okay, all right, I think that we could do this because this dude over here, he took all the money and he took all my emotions and he took everything. And that was not a fun relationship to be in. But this guy, man, you're hot and you got money too? Oh, we can talk. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just playing. You know, but she's like, I feel really good with you. You make me feel good. You make me feel auspicious. You make me feel like we're going to succeed. We're going to do this. And that's beautiful. And that's the transformation of that. Once you became the Empress and you stopped allowing the narcissism to control you, then you, and this could, you know, I'm hearing from some of you guys, this could be a mother or father relationship too. So for those of you guys who've never had a relationship before, I'm hearing that some of you guys, you had to release your mother or father in order to get this. And I'm also hearing that some of you guys had this relationship in your existence, but because your mother and father were in the way of your energy, then you weren't able to have this happiness with this person because they were impeding on your emotions. That's interesting. So take that to the bank. That was crazy. So you're transforming the idea of love and that it is possible and that there is happiness. It's wonderful. The outcome is that you're going to be done with this relationship. No longer will you allow this person to have that control over you, whether it's a mother, a father, a first relationship like a first husband or a first wife, or just a boyfriend and girlfriend that really controlled you. You're going to be done with that part of the relationship. So you're not going to attract that type of person anymore. Just keep working on it because it's not like it goes away overnight. You may have to continue to release this person every time you feel this in the relationship. If you start feeling uncomfortable or you start feeling like they're getting one over on you or they don't really love you or you start to feel self-doubt, then just release this person again. Just sit down with a pen and paper and release them, you know, or however you need to do it. There's so many different releasing techniques out in the world that just choose one, okay? Some of it's energetically, some of it is actually cutting someone out of your life and saying, as long as you're in my life, I can't have happiness. So you need to go bye-bye. Okay. All right. So let's look into maybe some, so since you guys have such self-doubt sometimes, I would like to honor your self-doubt and validate it, but I would like to help you see things in a new way. So what I'm going to do is pull some cards that help you see your new love and see what's going on with the new love. All right, Taurus, whether this is a love you already have and you guys are just strengthening that connection, or if it's someone new coming in, or if it is someone you haven't even met yet. Let's see what's going on in their mind. These are always fun cards to pull. I like to pull them like if my husband and I are fighting. So I could be like, what does he really think of me? And then it makes me be compassionate and more loving towards him again. Like, oh, okay, he does still love me. You know, it helps my husband so that it's not me thinking horrible thoughts when really he does love me. We're just fighting. We don't fight often, but when we do, I do need reassurance, right? Oh. Okay, so I'm hearing they're telling me that this is you, this is the way you feel, is that I cannot handle any more heartbreak. Yeah, the relationship that you came out of was so horrid, and I understand that. I understand that. So let's give you a little bit of confidence, okay? I live here for your smile and would die for your kiss. So this new love wants you. Okay, they want you. You are healing my soul, but is a work in progress. That's interesting. So there's some healing going on here. I wonder, you are healing my soul, but it's work in progress. So I'm feeling like there's 3 people healing in this right here, okay? And that's cool. Like all 3 people are actually healing from this experience. That's wonderful. You are my everything. See, they do really love you. They love you, Taurus. Okay, I am so sorry for not giving you the time and attention you deserve. Interesting. So this person, that's the healing. Interesting. So this person, even though they're a jerk, on some level, you taught them a lesson. And you are healing my soul, but it's a work in progress. So, and that doesn't mean that you have to go back to this person, because I'm hearing that this isn't for everyone, because some of you guys had to cut that person out of your life completely, like they're not on the healing journey, and that's okay. But some of you guys, you did have a relationship that even though this person is working on themselves, you are not wanting to go back to that, and that's okay. You don't have to. But just know how important you are. Your healing is not just for you, it's always a ripple effect. So even though we feel like, oh, that person's never going to change, there's always been a spark lit or a seed planted, all right? And so they may not be healing very fast, or they may not heal much more, but you have done something for them, and that is something that you can take pride and confidence in, is that you did something to affect someone else's life, and if it meant you cutting them off in order to do that, well, so be it, okay? All right. Well, Taurus, that was a beautiful reading. I'm so glad I got to do that for you today. You guys have a wonderful day and have a good rest of the Mercury retrograde, and I will see you for the next reading, whatever intuitively I am told to do. So you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.